want to take a few minutes to show you how we're going to learn in this class and what we're going to do so you have a good sense of how our Zoom class, in person and online work will look like. So first, remember, our first class is on Zoom. We'll do our class introduction. You'll complete the get to know you assignment by that day. Um, and then we will look at the chapter 1 material together. Now, it'll just be a brief introduction, but you can see we'll be looking at chapter 1.1 and 1.2, which is problem solving. So that's what we'll talk about. Now, what are we going to talk about? Well, to help you with that, I've provided you in the course information, and I'll make copies, but I also have copies available before we meet. I'll have them posted outside for you, and I'll send a note for that. But I'll have in the class information area, it's called guided notes. And so I have guided notes that go along with the textbook and go along with our homework for chapters 1 through 8. The first week we're focusing on chapter 1, and so you have you'll have a handout like this to kind of look at and go through. And this is what I'll be referring to in that first class. Now, there's a lot here. I don't want you to be overwhelmed because we're going to be talking about problem solving throughout the course. But this is chapter 1 and 2 as you see me scroll through it. Chapter 2.1. And you see they're empty. They're empty notes, but they go along with the book. Now, to help you with that, for chapter 1, you're just showing up that first day and we'll talk about chapter 1. Okay? And so to help you through that, there's two ways to learn. We'll learn in person, of course, in Zoom in person, but you will have to do some of your online work ahead of time. And so you have the completed guided notes here, and you could use those from chapter to chapter. I'll pull up one of the chapters, and you'll see I'll have the notes completed. They'll match up to what you have, your blank ones, and I'm going to again make copies of that and provide them for you. Or you could make copies page by page if you have access to a printer. But you can see these are my lecture. Now, the online part of the class, again, you have to kind of learn on your own a little bit, and that starts with chapter 2, the learning on your own. So after you kind of go through the class information, we have our first meeting. We talk about chapter 1. You will have, there's the guided notes there also. I have lecture videos that go with that. Now again, I'm not going to lecture to you in class. We will do problems in class when we're together, but these are the lecture videos that go with the notes. So that's what you're going to do. That's going to be your online part, to use the lecture videos to complete your notes that allow you then to complete your homework. And you see that here it says checking for understanding. And then if you go to chapter 2, which is then you're going to then do the learn before the class, are called flipped homework. These are assignments that you complete, and you'll see that on the chapter. You'll see that on the calendar. You will complete these before you come to class. This is the online component. It's a little slow. I'm hitting preview. It's taking some time. And what you will see there is also the lecture videos, and so that you could have your notes available. You'll have your notes completed. You have the videos, which I have linked also somewhere else. And then just a few questions. There shouldn't be too, there's really just a quick, making sure you went through the videos or you're able to answer some of the basic ideas so that when you come to class, okay, that when you come to class, and you will take this and you can take it again if you don't get the questions right. It really is just a quick assessment for you to check to see that you understood the material. So those are our flipped homework, learn before class, or what I call the video homework assignments that you'll do before class. So again, module 1, you're just going to show up first one, start to get the guided notes organized, look at some of the videos, and we'll talk about that. Okay, there is no video homework for that lesson. The video homework starts with chapter 2, and you'll see those here. And then we'll come to class in person or on Zoom, and I will do problems related to each of these sections. And then you're responsible for completing your online homework. Let me show you what that looks like once you get in there. And so you will see online homework like this here, and this is where you'll complete your homework. Sometimes there's additional videos in case you need some help. I also will go over again what to do when you get stuck in this class. You'll see some videos. You also see some videos here where you can complete, if you want some additional lecture, you could look at these here. But then again, that comes inside of our modules. That's our check for understanding homework. And then it repeats itself. When we're in class, we'll do problems together, and that's what this written classwork is. Those are just more problems that I will do in class. This is what we'll do and share and do some practice problems from this when we're in person or in Zoom. It'll come in. My computer's slow today. But that's what the written homework is, the checking for understanding written homework. I wish the problems would pop up. Something's wrong there. That's okay. I'll figure that out. I'll see what's up there. But you will see that at the end, right, this written classwork, that's the types of stuff we do in class. You see there's some example there. It should pop up like that. But okay. Let's see. Lastly, again, let's connect that back to the calendar. And so you could see again, we have the Zoom class. The first one, we're going to discuss chapter 1, introduce the class, and discuss chapter 1 a little bit together. Notice chapter 2 video homework due. The chapter 1 online homework is due. Again, that's the online component. And then we'll have it in class. In class, we'll study chapter 2.1 and 2.2, 2.3, whatever we can. And then we'll have a Zoom class to finish chapter 2. And then you could see chapter 3 online homework is due, or video homework in the chapter 2. So again, we'll talk about it, but I just want to make sure you had a better sense about how to make it in the class.